Hello everyone, my name is Sangeeta, and today I want to talk about Instagram as a platform. And just like 3 days back, I deleted all my content from Instagram, like say for the latest, and I dropped a message saying that I won't be posting further on that platform, and only when I feel like, and I'll just put the latest content there by deleting the older post. So I had created a previous post, previous video for this opinion section of my channel, and I basically talked about YouTube reaction videos and feature sections of Instagram, and how content theft is a problem, and how user engagement when it comes to certain feature accounts tend to harm content creators. um, so for today, I will be talking about why I left Instagram, and maybe like if you see my points, then you might evaluate your presence on Instagram, and just calculate the ROI, based on the time and energy that you're spending on the platform as well. So I have made some notes, so I will be referring to that. Um, so the first pointer for me was no return on investment. So Instagram has like a lot of features that you need to use consistently and on it and as often as you can. So it has its posts, reels, and stories, and all of that. And since the introduction of reels onto that platform, you might have noticed that the reach of posts have decreased. So for me, the platform did not work out as much, because given that I only have like 300 something followers, so even by that account, like the posts were only reaching like less than 100 people, let's say. And it was after like researching all kinds of hashtags that I could use, and basically doing all the SEO that you could do for this particular platform, and still the account, like the post did not reach more than 100 people. Like 100 was cap. um, and this is very much in contrast to how much the engagement used to be earlier. So in a way, Instagram wants you to create more reels, and you could see it in the views that you get when you create reels instead of posts. So uh, I created posts, I created reels, I shared them on the story. I used the link feature to direct people to different kinds of blogs that I write, or basically wanted some engagement outside of Instagram as well. So that did not work out for me. So basically, there is no return on investment from Instagram, like be it in terms of engagement or money. So I do not see any point in continuing with that particular platform. Um, Second thing is like your content. There's a problem of stale content. So there's so many accounts that have thousands of posts onto their particular page, and even if somebody new discovers it, like you might have done it for yourself, like it's very unlikely that you would scroll till the end of the posts, like try to see what their first post is, and then basically engage with all the content that is there on the post. So over time, what happens is like your content tends to stale on that particular platform. Like it becomes completely useless no matter how much of time you have invested into making that particular post. So unlike Pinterest, which has like a very good search feature with itself, and the shelf life of content is pretty much higher. I do not see that with Instagram. Like it pushes you to produce like more and more content and use all of its features, and then hope for some kind of engagement, which I think is like a lot of waste of time and energy. Yeah. Third problem is something which I talked about in my previous video, is a previous video as well, which was about feature accounts. So I have discussed that in much detail in that particular video, which I will link and put it all up in the annotations, and also you can go check that link as well. So feature accounts, tend to take your content with or without permission and drive, and people tend to drive the engagement to feature accounts and not to the creator account. So first of all, like, if you haven't given your consent to the feature account owner, it's basically a content theft, and there is no way of uh, and even if, like, we're reporting something on Instagram, like, my personal experience has been that it's very sloppy, and even with like bigger accounts who have complained about their content, being stolen by other people, like, nothing much happens on that. So any kind of content that I own, I try to make it, I put my signatures, logo, and all sort of things so that it links back to me and not somebody random who can just steal it and reuse it. So feature accounts do that, which takes away the engagement. So which was like one of the major reasons why I took this decision. Um, Secondly, it's difficult for like, fourth point, basically, it's difficult for art communities to grow anyway. Like, people have their own styles of artworks, and it's mostly the art community that engages with their particular content, and not all of them are very much aware with the nuances of social media. Like, for feature content, for example, uh, they think that they are sharing a good post, but they are also sharing the engagement that goes to the feature post and not to the content creator. So uh, on the top of that, like, if you take a lot of time to create, kind of artworks that do take a lot of time. So in that case, like, if you haven't already established a big um, reach for yourself, then it's very difficult for you to start from scratch, because you won't be able to post consistently. And even if you do want to, like, you'll have to create reels while you are creating something, and that may not be preferred by all kinds of people. Yeah, so this is pretty much it, like, the yeah, so this is pretty much that I wanted to cover. And basically, I do not see Instagram as a platform that respects content creators in a way. It's basically feels like a sweatshop work to me. So they do not have any kind of rewarding platform, like rewarding model in place. Only they, like, I think it's open for some creators as of now. So uh, uh, so yeah, so there is no ROI, like, as I mentioned earlier. So when I posted my earlier video regarding the opinion video about the reaction videos and Instagram features, so I could see, like, a lot of other YouTube basically suggested me that there are other creators who have left the platform, and they had like similar reasons as mine, and many of them even evaluated other people's content who had like a better reach, and they had valid points. Like, Instagram rewards people who pushed the same kind of content, which means it's very difficult for somebody who has a very diverse sense of creation, like mine, for example. I create in different media as well as comics, so it's difficult for them to grow as well. So yeah, so that's all I wanted to say, like, why I left Instagram. And it's been 3 days, I guess, and I have barely used the application. So in a way, I'm not looking at any kind of reels and all that stuff that used to take a lot of time from me. Instead, I have created a specific account only for on Twitter, where I share only my artworks. So I'm like segregating my personal tweets from this particular art account, and I'll also leave the description. If you have liked my work so far, and you would like to access my content further, I would say that you do check out my Instagram handle, sorry, the Twitter handle, that I will be leaving the link. And for now, like, I have made like a very few posts, and I'll be populating it like much sooner. So yeah, so that's all I wanted to cover for this particular post. And There are other things that I want to talk about, which I think creators should be aware of, and which should help them grow and decide better. So, yeah, I'll see you next time. So, till then, take care and create art.